maybe even have like a little petting zoo outside sort of thing where the children can go and meet the animals that they're about to eat, but don't tell them that.
Meet your meat.
Meet your meat. Oh my
Perfect.
God.
Perfect.
Hey, it's the VGBits Bitcast.
Hello.
GTJ, won't you sound dead over there?
I was just, I was trying to balance you out.
Like, hello.
Hello.
I'm so sad.
Call me Eeyore.
Well, golly gee
Eeyore.
willikers, guys, how are you this fine day?
Hot diggity dog, Cody is greatly. It's July 8th. I will just glaze over that a little bit and say it's July 8th. We are starting in our second week of July. We have a lot of great games coming out this week. And what are you doing?
Switching my blind. Sorry, I didn't mean to flash you.
You see like a little disco ball flash go.
It's like, oh, you took a picture.
It's like, what do we got going on there? We got a party. We got a party over there.
No. You're not missing anything. I need better blinds, I think.
We have those same blinds.
Except in white.
Oh, yeah. I just assumed it was just the lighting that made them look brown.
And here's where the path
No.
branches,
Yep.
and we go down the rabbit hole. This is a podcast about blinds. Now, Cody, are those plastic or are those wood?
It's that type of plastic or wood that you're not sure which it is.
Faux bamboo.
Yeah, I want to say that they're probably more wood, but it's probably that that wood that you use on like your floor, where it's not really wood, but it's kind of plastic.
Ah, the wooden plastic wood.
Yeah,
Oh, they call it
a
pud.
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Oh, pud.
Oh, pud.
Hood.
I've got that pud on my floor. That sounds wrong. No,
You should clean that up.
No, let's not go that way. All right. Anyway, it's going to be a great week for games this week, at least kind of, because summer, I guess summer right after E3 is always kind of a drop-off point when it comes to video games. There's like absolutely nothing until fall, because that's when all your AAAs are going to start coming out for the holiday season. So right now it's kind of just a dumping off point. But nevertheless, there are a few games that are coming out this week. We'll touch on those in the news. And some other things, some super exciting things that happened this week.
Ooh.
That we just had yesterday, technically.
I don't know what that could have been.
I don't know. It was all
I don't
over
know
our
either.
social media, that's for sure.
Are we showing off our shirts? Is that what we're doing?
Well, there's a specific reason why TJ is showing off his shirt. You're just wanting to eat pizza.
Dude, I could always go for pizza.
Hey, stuff my pizza in your mouth all day long.
I did that today and I feel sick.
I have not
I had
done
enchiladas.
that. Ooh.
Enchiladas and jarritos.
Well, since we're going to be talking about dinner, I'm going to make some chicken and rice later. So there you go.
That sounds good too.
I'm not going to eat anything.
No, because you were just like, I've ate too much pizza.
Mm.
And it was not a pleasant sound.
Nope, it wasn't great.
You just VGBits all over the place.
Yeah.
Bringing it back from last week.
Gross.
Oh, poor Lucid.
Oh, I'd be okay though.
Now you're running on an empty stomach. You gotta eat.
No, I did not
No,
get it all out.
it didn't happen.
Oh no! Oh, it's going to happen.
Before we go into a diatribe about throwing up, we should move on. I'm sure all of our lovely people are not like, bro.
I could have segued.
Tell me more about.
I totally could have segued into something absolutely worse. So
I know that's what I'm trying to like. I'm pulling the brakes on this one.
like e-brake turn, please. All right, so I tell you what, let's get into what we've been playing this week and what we've been doing.
Cool.
Who wants to kick it off this week?
Go for it, Cody.
Ooh.
I was about to say I'll go first this time.
All right, you kick it off, man. What do we got?
Kicking Lucid out of first. So I have not been playing too much except for more Subnautica,
Ooh,
and thanks to Curtis, a little bit of Pokemon Go, just a smidge.
just a smidge.
Read that.
Yeah.
Smidge.
In fact, my girlfriend and I today spent probably 3 hours walking around town, hitting various Pokestops and catching all the Squirtles, and I now have a a Blastoise with sunglasses, and it is the coolest thing in the world.
You also got a shiny Squirtle.
I did get a shiny Squirtle.
Yeah.
I caught so many Squirtles, I got a shiny Squirtle.
What I'm curious about is if you evolve the shiny Squirtle, does he become a shiny Wartortle?
I don't want to try.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
I was afraid that evolving the Squirtle with the sunglasses would remove the sunglasses. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try with one because it's pretty cheap. And it worked. And I was like, all right, I need a Blastoise now.
Yeah.
So, but I've got like 5 others. So I'm just going to hold on to them just in case. But, and then other than playing that, and thankfully not using up my data, I can confirm that they have fixed the whole data vacuum that Pokemon Go used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I could walk to the park and back and use like a gig of data. And today, according to my my plan through AT&T, it says no data had been used.
Oh, nice.
Did they offer free data for Pokemon Go?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know. It just said no data had been used up, and then I tried digging into it, and it was like 1% of data had been used up out of my 2 gigs. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but
we will
figure it
hope.
out.
Maybe they were nice and said video gaming, you get free data today.
Oh, I hope so. Especially for something like Pokemon Go that runs off of GPS. I feel like GPS should not use data. But that's just me. And then other than that, I beat Subnautica finally.
Ooh. Now Skid has been, or Michael has been ranting and raving over this for a while. Are his rants and raves justified?
Yes.
Ooh.
No hesitation. Yes.
No hesitation.
This game is so good. I introduced it to Melissa, and I let her play it through my account first. She just started trying it, and she immediately got sucked in, and she went out and purchased it so that way I could play it and she could play it at the same time because I wasn't going to stop, and she was using my account. So I was like, that's not going to work. So she started playing it, and then about a week ago or so, my brother calls me, and he starts talking to me about games and stuff like that, and I recommended to him to get Subnautica in the Steam sale because he wanted some new games. I was like, I guarantee you will love this game. It's crafting light, and it's got a great story and a brilliant atmosphere, and you're going to enjoy it. I think it was like 2 days later, he texts me and goes, Subnautica is awesome, and just starts telling me all about what he's doing in Subnautica.
Man.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's surprising because you don't really hear anything about Subnautica in the news right now at all. Ever since its re-release, it was just kind of like a small blip on a radar. Like, bloop, it released again.
Yeah.
It's I think it's just one of those games that just kind of like, oh, another crafting game, and then everyone just ignores it.
Maybe.
I think it definitely fell in that crack.
Yeah, I bought it.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You can play it?
Have you played it?
I just did the start part. I just swam around. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was super tired, so I was like, I'm just gonna play this later.
You should stream it.
Yeah.
Or record it for the channel because that would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, here's me. I'm in a boat. It's not a boat. This is a submarine.
Well, I'll make fun of you in your submarine. How
there you
about
go.
that? You play the game, and I'll just make fun of you from here.
I have Dana doing commentary.
Yeah.
Look, it's a boat.
Honestly,
you drown.
It would probably be a lot of fun to watch you both play it together, like
Yeah.
a Game Grump style thing, just co-commentating.
We can do that.
We've actually been planning on doing quite a few things like that. Like, I want to do the Metal Gear Solid series.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the one that's always in my head. Mostly because I've never actually played Metal Gear Solid, or I never beat Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1.
How could you ever say that?
I haven't beat it. I've played some of it. Like, all I remember is just playing the first part, and then getting past the DARPA chief, and then you get to what's her name? I forget. She's the girl in jail with the DARPA chief.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
get her out,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
as far as I got.
Yeah. I can't remember her name either.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's right. I've never played any of the other Metal Gear Solid
Meryl.
games.
Meryl, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, I brain farted there for a second. I should know all that. I love Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a plan we have. It's just getting time to do them.
Yeah.
It's a progress thing. Sometimes things are slow. Sometimes
Totally
they're fast.
understand that.
And then
Like this summer, I've wanted to play so many different games, and I think I've beaten 2.
Yeah.
Not as many as I wanted to have beaten. So I'm debating between Dishonored 2 and the Technomancer next.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Technomancer.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah. I think my brother got it for me. He just decides to randomly buy me games that are on my wish list on Steam.
Nice.
It's a sci-fi RPG that offers plenty of dynamic combat action based on 4 skill trees dedicated to 3 combat styles and the destructive electrical powers of the Technomancers. Yeah, it just seemed like a neat RPG. I think with some like hack and slash type gameplay. A little bit reminiscent of maybe Elex, I would say.
Elex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It's, you've played it, Cody, haven't you?
No, I've actually not played Elex. I believe Skid was playing it, though.
What is it? ELIX?
ELEX.
ELEX.
It's kind of like The Witcher. Like, it has that same sort of gameplay style. I'm just from what I've watched, but it has like a group of people who use magic and a group of people who are technology. It's real weird.
That's right. Now I remember seeing this on Michael's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Recent reviews have it as mixed.
Yeah, I watched. Actually, Steven was streaming it this morning. You don't know Steven.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I was like, man, this game does not look great. It's
the voice acting was super weird too.
It was extremely dry. It's like, we don't trust those magic users. Or those tech users. We use magic. They want us to stop using magic to use guns. We're not going to do that. I was like, oh boy, this is bad.
Yike. Yeah, watching him play a little bit, I was watching him run around town trying to find the blacksmith. Because so apparently he was doing something and then got knocked out and had all of his armor and weapons stolen, and then he was being hunted by, I think, the people called berserkers.
Okay.
And then he went into a town that was filled with the berserkers. Because that makes sense, like story progression. And he's got some tech, and walking around in the town, the berserkers hate the tech. So they tell him to stop using the tech. And he just continues to use the tech, and there's no problem. But, yeah. So it was really strange looking, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn. For anyone who's seen that, which looked like a really good game.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I've heard Horizon's good. What are you doing over there? Is that what you're looking at? What is that?
Just something that popped up on the upcoming for Steam.
Dan was over here looking at weird.
I have no idea what it is.
I don't want to say what I think that is.
You know, it's just one of those things wherever you click. You ever click the upcoming on Steam? Sorry to just digress on this, but you ever click the upcoming on Steam and then there's just weird games that are there that are just like people are trying to release?
You know, I haven't actually done that, but I'm going to do it now.
It'll be there.
Oh, well, is it
XZXL?
Oh, you got it, man.
Listen, while we're on the weird stuff, I just, as I've got my VR set up in the living room now. Oh, that looks rough. Whoa, what is this?
All right, I'm sorry. This is terrible.
It says it's RPG survival horror.
No,
but what it looks like to me is just some
smut game.
Yeah, smut game.
Yep.
With zombies.
Yep.
And a weird matching game like Bejeweled, or
I don't know what's going on here. Just avoid this.
Let me just back
up
here.
though.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that.
I want you to go back to upcoming there. Just scroll down to the bottom.
Cat's Yarn?
No, not Cat's Yarn. One more up.
Gladiabots.
Nope. So there's. Listen, the stuff they're putting on.
This
is why people aren't taking VR seriously, because
this is why people aren't taking Steam seriously in these games.
Nah,
you need to put the window in the fourth open spot there so they can see what we're looking at.
We actually talked about that.
We were discussing this. Hold on one second, just for you viewers.
And
here it is.
So that's girls VR. Create and pose in VR.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because these are sad dudes They're just throwing on VR, and then you pose the girls how you want, and then you just do your weird shit. And I wish I hadn't gone down this road. We could have gone talking about throwing up.
You know what? This is my fault.
It is your fault. You brought us here.
I derailed Cody on this just because I saw the XZXL.
You thought you were crashing the train, but you did not realize there was a cliff through them trees.
The bridge was out. We are plummeting.
Oh my gosh.
So
Right. There's more that I could delve into that are on there. It's like 6 down from the one you were just at.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna buy that for Axel.
We're gonna go.
Oh no, is it Ichi cards?
Yep.
Cards.
Oh no.
Yep.
Look at this. This is nothing but smut being released on Steam just because they can.
Oh, it didn't Steam like just basically just like we're not moderating shit anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're just like have at it. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Well, they got tired of every single smut game or what are they called?
Visual novels.
Visual novels. Thank you. Yeah, there's just like a million visual novels like every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All with smut.
Go to page 3.
All right.
There you are.
I'm here.
I'm sure you can see the section of games I wanted you to look at.
Like the cat couple, dog couple,
meme couple, anime couple, or animal couple. What?
We're gonna do a playthrough of these.
Oh,
We're gonna play all of them. It just looks like a matching
It's just a
game.
matching game.
It's a simple puzzle.
Oh my god.
What? Are these people
Lord.
okay? I've got a question. Is this just somebody's homework assignment that they're uploading to Steam?
Maybe.
They're trying to make
Probably.
some money.
So it's like they just have like a game dev class and they're just like
Yeah.
having to make games. They're like, oh, I made this game. I'm gonna put it on Steam and we're gonna make some money.
Steam Greenlight right here, man. This is the kind of stuff that just drags down the actual legitimate good games that are trying to make it through Steam.
Yep. I have a hard time looking through any part of Steam's library.
Kidding.
Just because it's always the same junk. It's either unfinished games, all early access, or the same RPG Maker styled games that never look good.
Yeah.
And you're lucky to find a gem in the rough with it.
Mm-hmm. It's very rare that I've seen an RPG Maker game that was actually worth sitting down and playing.
That's true.
I mean, because it's a lot more work than most people realize. The berry couple. There's another one in there. Can't let the berries get out of. You'd think they'd be included in fruit couple, but I guess they're their own. Fucking stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get rid of that right now.
There was one called Intelligence Dinosaurs.
Intelligence Dinosaur.
Had a colon in there. Intelligence Dinosaurs. It was like, oh shit.
Oh, it's the next series in the Intelligence series.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Oh,
I can
no.
only imagine what the first one was. Intelligence, the Big Bang. Intelligence, amoebas, cells.
One, it'd be, I think.
Single cell organisms. Wait, wasn't that just the technically spore?
Are we talking? Oh, yeah, I guess.
I mean, Spore. Okay, Spore was a crappy game.
Man, it had such potential.
It had-
we were so
it
stoked
did.
for when that
Oh
came out.
man, I was so excited for it, and then it just came out limping. out of
Yeah.
the gate.
It was, man, I was depressed.
Mm. Okay,
Ooh.
Wreckfest. Oh, hey, speaking of which, I just saw Wreckfest.
Yeah.
Wreckfest was initially that next car game
Mhm.
with all the physics and stuff.
Mhm.
It finally got a name called Wreckfest.
It's had Wreckfest. It's just been called Next Car Game Wreckfest.
Really?
Yeah.
I have only heard it by next car game.
It's been in my library for a long time. It always said Wreckfest. But it
Really?
always
Kind
said
of reminds
Next Car
me of
Game.
Flat Out.
Yeah, sort of. It's
Full on physics.
yeah, it's basically a destruction derby physics game. There's racing and other stunts and stuff. It's a fun game.
Well, some of the things that I've heard that are disappointing about it, like on a real vehicle, if you take a shot to the radiator, it just does nothing.
Yeah, no, it's
It's just
keep going.
ooh, look,
Yeah.
you keep going instead of like in real life.
Yeah.
If you put a hole in your radiator, your engine's gonna blow in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, there's more stuff they could add to it, I'm sure. And it's been a long time since I played it, so now that it has a full release, it's
That
probably...
thing has been forever
Yeah,
in the making.
That's why I quit playing it. I was like, all right, cool. This is just gonna be in early access forever.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Cody. you were continuing about. I don't even remember what you were talking about last.
Subnautica, I think, is where I left off.
Yes.
I think you had finished talking about Subnautica, or
something around there.
Okay.
Yeah, Subnautica. It's a good game. If anyone enjoys a good story, a compelling story with fun gameplay and great soundtrack and music, and does not mind a little bit of crafting light, you will thoroughly enjoy Subnautica. I have about 54 hours in the game. Very good game.
all right.
I would play it again, and I can't say that about a lot of games.
Maybe TJ and I will do that playthrough that we just discussed a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
That way we'll just you pilot and I make fun of the game
There we go.
as best I can.
I would really like to see that happen.
Like, please make that happen.
We just do it in
Oh, for
radio
the love of
announcer
God, how
voices.
much money do I have to play?
Speaking of, you can all sign up for our Patreon. It's $100 for the lowest level.
I was about to say, wait, you guys actually got a Patreon?
No, we don't have a
Now I
Patreon.
realize my hopes have been dashed.
Nobody can support us yet.
No.
We're working on. We want to get a little bit bigger before we even try something like that.
That, or have something to actually offer.
Well, that's true. Instead of our smiling faces.
Yeah.
If people could buy us full time, we would do this full time,
Yeah, I would quit my job. Easy.
nonstop. I would put out content every day of my life. Even
I would
Saturdays
finish
and
my
Sundays.
degree and then continue and do this.
Yes.
I would quit
Because
school.
that is the
Finishing
smart-
your degree is very important because this isn't going to last forever.
No, soon the whole Twitch, YouTube bubble will pop.
Yeah. Just like a housing
We'll
market.
all be destitute.
Just like,
Yep, one day. And then we'll have to see where it takes us.
Yeah.
boy, then we'll have it'll be VR and we'll have VR videos for everything.
So you guys can follow me on VR chat. I am the tiny little anime girl.
Oh God, why are there so, many
weird.
people? Why is that the case? Who was talking about that the
I
other
was.
day? You were?
Yeah. I was sitting there and I was bored. It's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to go on Twitch and just see. I was like, oh, VR chat. Like it popped up. It was pretty hype. I was like, let's see what weird shit's going on. And it's a room full of dudes, not a dude avatar. These are all anime girls, just dudes. It was weird. Like, I'm not trying to, shame anyone, be whatever you want to be, but it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
It's so weird.
It's weird. It's weird. Hi,
Like,
little anime girl. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it's like. They just walk
Like-
up, they're like, hey, my name's Dave. And I'm like, all right.
Hi, Dave. I'd appreciate a voice filter.
Right? Hi, my name's Dave. God damn it.
Not another one.
Why do they all look like I forgot where I was going with that.
Poof. I don't know.
I was gonna say Asuna from Sword Art Online.
Yep.
I was about to say, it reminded me of Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
It's just like everything.
And
Yep.
but they get into role playing, which is
Well, see, that's fine.
yeah, that's fine. That was cool. It was just shit. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story of what I watched happen. There were two streamers, and I was watching both of them. The story happened. I don't know. This is so fucking absurd. So,
Must be good.
it's not that it's that good of a story. It's just so fucking absurd.
Okay, it must be that absurd.
There's a dude, and he's up to this other streamer, and he's trying to get him to buy in on his taco trucks.
Wait, what? I'm already lost. We're half a sentence in, and I'm going.
Here.
Yeah, he's sitting there, and the guy's talking to the streamer, and he's telling him, he's like, you get in on the ground floor, we've got taco trucks and all kinds of stuff. I was like, what in the fuck is going on? And the guy's like, no, man, I don't, that's not for me. He's like, you'll talk to somebody else. And I was like, I wonder if anybody else in there. I click on a random dude, and it happens to be in the same room. And taco truck guy goes over to this dude and starts talking to him. I'm like, awesome. So I'm watching it happen from another streamer's point of view. And then he's like some bounty hunter dude and just murders taco truck guy. I was like,
Wait,
what is
there's
going on?
murdering?
Yeah, you can kill him. Yes. He just strikes him down. I was like, oh shit. And everybody's like, why did you do that? And he's like, I don't have time for this bullshit.
I'm dog the bounty hunter.
It was fucking weird. I was like, that was cool. I gotta go do something else now.
I I need to download VR chat now.
It was fucking crazy.
So that's why you're setting up the VR and
No.
living here right now. Is you want to go and find taco truck guy and be like, tell me about your taco trucks, please. I want to get in on this venture.
And it was so crazy. I was like, man, you guys are cool, man. Like, I'm being judgy, but I'm not trying to be like, you know, the whole thing's stupid. It's not stupid. If it's fun for you guys, fucking, you're not hurting anybody. Have at it.
Well,
But standing outside watching it, you're just like, what in the fuck is going on over here?
I'd say just have a voice filter at least.
Yeah.
Because then you
I
kind
mean,
of you kind of ruin the image of VR chat if you got a big burly voice coming out of a very tiny anime girl.
Yeah.
Unless it's like character is designed that way.
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. No, no judgment. Some judgment, but not that much.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, you know what, you do you be who you want to be, but like, you gotta think about it, man.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they're the anime girls, anonymity. Nobody will know. Nobody knows you're not an anime girl on the internet.
Everyone's an anime girl. You're all the same.
Yeah.
Everyone's an anime girl.
We're all anime girls. Just pick your Sailor Moon character.
Yeah. Oh man, so that was my weird adventure on Twitch and VR chat.
Okay. Well, Cody, did you play anything else other than Subnautica?
No. Ark. I've been playing a little bit of Ark. On a server that I host with some friends. I used to stream it a lot, but haven't streamed it in a little bit. But Ark is still a fun game. It's still a good game, especially with people to play with.
Yeah, I saw you guys playing this like 3 a.m. the other day.
Yeah, that was me and my friend Wolf. We were both definitely still up at 3, almost 4 a.m. playing Ark. I think I was redesigning one of our storage room, because we've got this big storage room that allows most of our dinosaurs to just walk into, so that way we can just pull stuff off of it and put it in storage and then put it back on the dinosaur and walk it back out. And like an assembly line of forges that we just throw metal in to smelt it all. And I have definitely gone through and modified all the game files to make sure that I'm not spending hours harvesting materials. I go chop one tree and I'm good to go.
Like cha million. Okay.
Yep. All right. See ya. Off to do more fun things.
Yeah. Because harvesting sucks.
Well, it's all about building.
Yeah. That's why I cheated when we played Empyrean.
You cheated?
I did. Once I got admin tools, I was like, I'm not hunting all those materials.
I don't remember giving you admin tools.
I own the server.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I gave you admin tools.
That's right. I remember that now. I'm so used to hosting everything myself, I completely forgot.
Yeah. To be fair, I did do a ton of the harvesting myself.
Yes, you did. You did a lot of the work.
Yeah.
And I do not penalize you in any way, shape, or form. If anything, I would like to thank you.
It was just a ton of fun just using those little harvesters.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
You just drop into a hole and you just wiggle around.
Wiggle.
That's how you did it. They were so hard to control.
Next thing you know, you're at the center of the earth and you're like, what am I even doing?
Yeah. Which in Empyrean was very close to the surface.
Yeah.
We actually built our base on the lava. It was a good time.
Yeah. Dug straight down into the lava, built it there, and then we're like, all right, what next? And we stopped playing.
Yep.
Game over, man.
I wonder if they've added any more to the game.
I don't know. I'll go take a look. Let's move on to someone else while I look.
All right, I'll go ahead and throw down.
Go for it.
This week. I finally got the opportunity to crack open my Vita that I imported from Japan, because you can't really get a freaking Vita anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah.
Unless you pay exorbitant Amazon prices for U.S. based Vitas. Like literally, the Amazon U.S. Vita is $249. You can import one for $202.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
I at least get a color.
Yeah.
I bought the Glacier White to harken back to my Battlefront PSP days, which was white. And I decided to buy a bunch of PS1 classic games on the Vita. and just download and install them there. So now my Vita is now my portable PlayStation 1, more or less. And it is the greatest thing in the world.
They're pretty great.
I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics, which I have renewed my absolute love for that game again because playing it again. It's just like, why have I not played this in a long time?
Yeah.
This is one of the best games to play on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I have downloaded Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9. I skipped over Final Fantasy 8 for reasons.
For terrible reasons.
I'll come back.
I don't know why you would skip the best Final Fantasy game ever made.
That's
made.
very debatable. Okay.
Wait, are we talking about Final Fantasy X?
8.
No, 8.
Yeah, not 10.
8.
What?
Okay.
10 isn't even in the top 5. It
Is it 10?
8,
No, not 10. I'm sorry. I'm thinking 13,
10, 2,
right? It's 13.
Then 9.
8, 10, 2.
Yes.
10, 2.
And then Kingdom Hearts.
Freaking dress fair.
Oh,
We've got to, okay, hold on one second. We've got to have an all-out debate on Final Fantasy one of these days.
Yeah.
Where nobody is going to get anywhere in their argument, but we'll just argue for hours about Final Fantasy.
Even if we do, we'll have a 2-hour debate on a whole podcast that we'll lose all of our subscribers to.
That's true.
And then in the next episode of the Bitcast, we're gonna argue over which one's the best one, anyways. Because none of us will die on our own mountains.
We will die on our own hill. Well, we have common ground on some games.
But yeah.
Final Fantasy 9, for instance.
Yeah. Solid third.
Third? Oh, behind X2.
Yes.
Yeah, I still don't understand the whole X2 thing, but nonetheless. I bought 7, 9. I bought Grandia, which I'm kind of really excited to play that again. Last Grandia I played was actually Gandia.
It's Gandhi out of
It's
here.
Gandhi. Grandia 3 on, believe it or not, the Dreamcast. I actually played that. I played that almost to the end on the Dreamcast, and I screwed up.
Oof.
See, what happened is I skipped a whole bunch of battles, and my character was kind of weak.
Oh.
And when I got to a boss character near the end, the boss character has an AoE that hits every single character, and it's just an insta-kill automatically every time.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome.
So I'm like, oh, I've screwed up.
Yeah.
And I can't back up and go anywhere else and
that's the
play.
worst.
So my save file is absolutely trash.
Yeah.
And I have to start over. So I have not started over.
It's a nice, gentle, soft lock.
I'm like, if I were speedrunning, this probably would have been a good idea to bulk up on some items.
Yeah. That's the worst, though, when a game just puts you in a place. It's like, I hope you're ready because there's no going back.
Yeah, it's like, you're done with this now? It's like, oh. So, I bought Grandia and, well, there's one more.
Vagrant Story.
Yeah, Vagrant Story. Thank you. I bought Vagrant Story so I could actually play Vagrant Story again.
Yeah.
Which
Never played Grandia or Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story came out near the end of the PlayStation 1's life cycle, and it was really overlooked, which is kind of sad because it's a really good game.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting weapon things that you could do, make your own type of weapons in there by combining weapons and such.
Yeah.
And it has like targeted areas where you can target head, arms, torso, legs for your attacks. So it has that kind of little 25% chance to hit here or 84% chance to hit here type stuff. So, super fun game.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't overlooked so much, but it is fairly rare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is a game that you will spend $40 on if you want to try and find it today.
Yeah.
Which I spent $40 on just so I could get a PlayStation version, actual disc in hand.
Yeah.
But on the PlayStation 1 store for the Vita, it's only $5.99.
Nice.
Which is not bad, which is why I bought 6 games.
Yeah. It's a bargain. You think, you're sitting there and you're putting them all on your thing, and you're like, man, these are like $5 a piece. And you're like, I spent $80.
Well, I spent $47 and I got 6 games, which is well over 120 hours worth of content.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
So, in my eyes, this is money well spent.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to play every one of them.
Do they have PlayStation 2 games on the Vita?
I did not see any PlayStation 2. There's cross-play now. You can play certain PlayStation 3 games on your Vita. But I haven't seen, thinking about it, I haven't actually seen any PlayStation 2 games on
you would think because I know it can run them.
Store. I'm sure it can.
Yeah.
but I haven't seen any PlayStation 2. I don't think they actually even launched any PlayStation 2 games on the store.
Man, that'd be a shame.
Let me look. We'll have to take a look at that while I'm continuing to talk about what I've been playing. So let me launch the store right quick. And let's see, outside of the Vita, really the only other thing is, just like you, I've been playing Pokemon Go. And look at there, see? No PS2 games.
Oh, weird.
It's under PS4.
Oh, what weird?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
It does. Wait, it's got PS1 and PS4, but no PS2.
Yep.
It has PS4 games, and then it says PS2 games under the PS4, but it just takes you to PS4 games.
Well, these are
That's weird.
These are all PS2 games.
King of Fighters 98. Oh, yeah, look at this.
Star Ocean till the no, that's till the end of time. I thought that was second story.
Eternal Ring, Harvest Moon, Resident Evil X. Okay, so you can play PS2 games on your PS4. That's it.
Lame.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Anyway, outside of that, I've been playing some Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go has been fun. I'll catch up Pokemon every now and then. But we went to a video game bar / restaurant.
I call it a bar and grill.
Okay,
It's not a bar
it's
and
not
grill,
really
it's-
a grill. It's a bar.
Yeah.
It's a bar, but it also it's a restaurant too,
Also a coffee shop apparently.
and a coffee shop. It's called Nerdvana, and we were there over the weekend. And they have a bunch of classic and new consoles just littered in all the booths that they have for the restaurant. Plus, there's a little bar section you can sit at, and you can play PS4 games. They have PS4 loaded. I didn't see a single Xbox in there.
Yeah, I don't think there was no Xbox.
I don't think there was. It was all PlayStation.
Yeah.
It was PlayStation, Nintendo,
Sega.
Sega.
I think that was it.
Yeah. That's weird.
It was weird.
But nonetheless, everything was basically Fortnite when you walked in.
It wasn't just
Really?
Fortnite. There was some Fortnite in there.
There's
Well,
a lot of Fortnite.
Fortnite's the biggest thing, and they're like, hey, we've got Fortnite. You come on down here and play it and spend money here.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
But
I mean, it's like League of Legends in Asia.
Yeah.
yeah. But we sat in a PlayStation 1 booth and played Tekken 3.
Yes.
In which I got thoroughly demolished.
Sorry.
Tekken is TJ's game.
Yeah.
Man. There's nothing I can do about it. But outside from what I saw there, when we were looking out there, they had Switches where you could play Rocket League.
Yeah.
The NES Classic and the SNES Classic were there as well, where you could play all those. Super Smash Brothers for the N64 was there, and Smash Brothers for the Wii U was there as well.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting place to be. Atmosphere was kind of nice.
Yeah.
It was food was good,
Food was very good.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
And we sampled a couple of their beers because we're adults and we can have adult beverages.
Yeah. It's not past midnight.
Yeah.
But they were good. They had Texas beers and other beers. Lots of mixed drinks.
Texas beers and other non-important beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, only Texas.
But if
beers
it
are
ain't made in
important.
Texas, I ain't drinking it. And some of the
What
ones
about
made.
Germany?
Nope.
Hey, I
We've
like
got-
a good
we've-
stout.
We've got more breweries than Germany.
We've got
Do
a
we?
ton of breweries
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Legitimate ton of breweries.
Yeah,
here.
it's ridiculous. Even just in Dallas,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
There are you can tour a brewery just about every city in the DFW area.
Yeah.
So, but the restaurant was really cool. I on the pricey side
Yeah.
a little bit.
To be fair, it's in a pretty expensive part of DFW.
Well, yeah, it's Frisco.
Yeah.
And this is like on the main strip of Frisco in this area. So there were a lot of Pokemon Go stops around the area.
It was so pricey. They didn't have dollar signs on the prices. It was just numbers. I'm like, are these the prices?
You just look at the rest. That's how you know it's an expensive restaurant
Yeah.
when you see what it is and then a number next to it.
Yeah.
You can just figure that's $20.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that 20? That's a $20 bill.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one thing said 3/4. I'm like, you guys fucking with me. 3/4 of what?
Market price.
Yeah, probably. But the design was like I guess you'd call it ultra modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that the whole thing, the reason why I brought this up and talk about it is because it had just working old school video games. Legitimately, the controllers that we had for that PlayStation,
I'm pretty sure we're brand fucking new.
Yeah, they felt brand new.
Yeah.
Either somebody went through the whole process of really cleaning these things and gussying them up, or they found some brand new ones somewhere new old stock.
I think they were brand new because the one I had still had the warranty sticker on it.
These were PlayStation era controllers.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like this is some brand new.
There was no
hokey
DualShock controller. That was just analog. It had the analog sticks, but that was it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
So, it's a cool place.
Very cool.
We're gonna go back and check it out again.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure, because we could probably get the Rocket League booth and
Oh my
play
God.
Rocket League on Switch.
I was so mad. Like we're sitting there at Tekken, and I look over and they boot up Rocket League. I was like, no, I want that booth.
Yeah, that is kind of one of the drawbacks to it. Is you cannot, if you want to change game.
Yeah, no, you
can't.
You
got
your table is your game.
Yeah, what you select when you walk
Interesting.
in, that is it.
Yeah.
So,
That
but
sucks.
it
I guess-
again. Oh, go ahead.
If I were in Tekken, I would get so bored of that. I'd be like, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore.
Well, it might be different with like the modern consoles because you can just if they're installed on the console, you can just swap
That's
those
true.
out.
Yeah,
But with the PlayStation or the Sega or anything like that, you're playing Tekken.
yeah.
Which
No,
Daniel
memory
got
cards.
bored of getting the shit kicked out of him, so he just started doing arcade mode.
Yeah. Well, okay, it was 7-2.
You know,
My wins were coming maybe every 1 or 4, or every 3 or 4 games. It was like,
they were good wins though.
well, yeah.
I'm not good against Paul. Paul just beat the shit out of me.
Neither of us were good against Paul. That
Oh yeah,
night.
we played in an arcade. And Paul rolls around, just beat the crap out of us.
We continued many times trying to fight Paul.
Yeah, and then we left.
Paul,
Fuck you,
yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, we're done with you, Paul. We're gonna go catch Pokemon.
Yeah,
And we went and walked and caught Pokemon because that's the thing you do.
yeah.
Let's see. That again, that's Nerdvana, Spirits and Wine, and it's in pretty much downtown Frisco. So if anybody's in the Dallas area that happens to hear this, go check that out.
Yeah,
That's really
absolutely.
cool.
When I come visit, we'll have to go there.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So, I guess that's kind of going to be it from me this week. TJ, you've got super, super exciting stuff to talk about.
Oh no, I didn't play anything.
You didn't play anything. No, you didn't play jack squat.
I
Except
I
for...
play this little game. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called Mow and Throw, I've been talking about it forever.
Why no, Lucid? I have not heard of this game. Why don't you tell me about it?
Let me tell you about it. Now, we had House Pixel Games come over and play their game with us, which was super nice of them to
That's
take the time out.
amazing.
Incredibly amazing.
And,
So thankful for them to come and join
Yeah,
us in the
Mark,
studio.
Mark Mixon and Alethea, which she never said her last name, so I'm sorry, Alethea. I don't know your last name, but they were both great. They were very funny people. They were very, very good at the game.
We were challenged.
Yeah, it
In
was
the arena.
it was a challenge.
We will save the outcome
Yeah.
for the video, but we were
We will
challenged.
Yeah. Speaking of though, the arena is replacing the 8-bit challenge. We talked about that last week,
Mhm.
but they're still going to be because the Moan and Throw on Arena Challenge is coming out, and that'll be here Saturday. And then there's some more 8-bit challenges which are still in the can.
You will have
4.
Well, that 8-bit is going to be released.
It'll be at the release same
You're gonna
time.
have the arena and 8-bit release next Saturday.
Yeah.
And then 3 more 8-bit challenges, and then it will be arena
Yeah.
for the future. So look forward to more modern games.
You guys settled on the name The Arena?
We
Yeah.
have settled on the arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
I built a brand new overlay and everything.
Looks so nice.
I would like to tease it, but I don't think I will.
Yeah.
You just have to wait to see
right.
the new overlay with House Pixel Games,
Yeah.
and it is going to be nice.
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central. You can watch it with your breakfast.
I may just do that.
It's a good. It's probably gonna. It's the longest 8-bit or not 8-bit, but challenge video we've done.
That's true. Well, we also had guests in the
That's
house,
true, yeah.
So we were going to
And it was less of a. I mean, it was still the challenge, but we also did like a mini interview in the process.
which there's some very exciting news
Yeah.
about mowing and throwing that we talked about in the interview.
Yeah.
So
But if you're sitting there, it's like, great, so we know the name and who made it, but what's the game about? And it's about lawn mowing gnomes in a competitive arena.
I love it.
It sounds silly, like on paper, but you get to play in it, and it's very good. It's very easy to pick up. There's not a super high skill ceiling, so a couple rounds into it, you're pretty much able to compete with people who've been playing it way longer than you. But usually luck. Well, a lot of luck will help.
yeah, well, a lot of luck helps, but it is it's amazingly fun.
Yeah.
It is so much fun, especially when you got 4 people.
Yeah.
When you got all 4 people sitting around this game like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Unlike us when we were practicing and it was just me and you.
It was sad.
It was a little sad. We were trying our
you can only
best.
play with 4 people, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
You want, like TJ and I were playing by ourselves more or less.
Yeah.
We had basically left a gnome standing there.
We would do a 1v1 with a
We were
gnome,
doing-
just
yeah.
kind of just chilling.
Yeah. We were doing some heavy practicing. But
Yeah.
when you have all 4 people, and it is the epitome of couch co-op.
Yeah.
And this game,
It was very heavy on teamwork.
Mhm.
Communication is very important because you can't be watching your teammate the whole time. If you're on a lawnmower, you're like, I'm about to run out of gas. Throw me gas. Hit me that gas. Hit them with stuff. Stop standing around. Throw stuff at them. Throw everything. Get that bag.
and all the while,
Why do
press that B button to pull
Yeah.
that grass.
Why do I feel like Daniel got yelled at a lot?
No,
No?
it was not
No?
yet. No, Daniel was probably mad at me more than I stole his lawnmower. I was like, I'm closer. I'm gonna take it. He's just like, well, this one's derailed.
Save video.
Yeah, sorry, but
we actually spent time developing a little bit of a plan when we were playing 1v1 to take on House Pixel Games. Find out how it went in the video.
I can't wait. I really can't. I just want to watch it now.
it was
It's an
good.
amazing
It was good
video.
fun. But yeah, that'll be out the new arena episode Saturday morning with
Very
breakfast.
cool.
Yeah, with House Pixel Games, and I can't thank them enough. for
Oh
doing
yeah,
this.
absolutely.
That was so nice of them to take time out of their
Especially on a
schedule.
Saturday.
Yeah,
That sounds so dope.
Yeah.
Did they
very
have to
cool.
travel far?
Nah, they're like 30 miles from us.
fortunately
Oh,
they're
that's
in
nice.
Dallas,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, they their studio used to be in Addison, and then they moved.
Mhm.
At
Just
about
like
the-
we did.
Yeah, about the same time we did too.
yeah, it's the same time we did.
How serendipitous.
I was talking in Discord, and I was like, they're like, we're moving, and I was like, I hope it wasn't a sudden one. They were like, it was. I was like, oh shit, that sucks. I know the feel.
Yep.
Cool. So this, I mean, like I played Overwatch. I played with the hamster ball.
Oh no!
How's Hamtaro?
Well, I knew you were going to play this anyway.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was,
Really?
yeah. It's yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
It didn't. I mean, I'm sure it's fun for people, but I just can't get back into it anymore.
I think you're just done with Overwatch, man.
Which sucks, man, because I love the game. I just don't like the game anymore.
You love the game. I think it's
I love the world. I
It's
wish they just
the
make a movie.
people.
Just make a movie, and I'll watch the movie. Make a miniseries. I'll watch that. I love the characters. I love the world design. I love the story. I love all of it, except playing the game.
Is it because of the game or is it because of the people in the game?
Both.
I think it's more the people.
Probably the people. Yeah.
Just turn off people.
I wish I could. And
I
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I can totally agree. Like I understand how that feels.
Mhm.
I felt that way when I used to play Halo all the time. For a while, playing Halo, it was fun. The people were good. You had the occasional, jerk that you'd play with, but most everyone was pretty kind. It was a fun game. It was just fun to goof off and play. And then, stuff starts hitting the competitive scene. You get more people more serious about it, and the game just goes down.
Mhm. And then I still play Rocket League, obviously.
Yeah.
And the people are just as bad there, but I'm very good at the game ish. So
Ish.
you know what makes me keep coming back to Rocket League is that I can jump into 1v1s and still get so many winner by forfeit. And that's just butter my biscuit. Because they're always the saltiest ass players that quit. They just they're so toxic and then they still lose. It's so nice.
I just don't get.
I had one dude who didn't say a single word in the game, but I knew he was toxic because he continued to blow me up and still lost. Like he would, balls rolling toward my goal, and I would go in there and I'll bump it, and he'll blow me up, and then miss, and then I would score on him, and made it to overtime. I just did a nice little cheeky bump, knocked it over him into the goal. Before it even hit the goal, he quit. I was like, "You're right there, man."
Oh, beautiful.
People need to just kind of take themselves a little less seriously. They're not esports people.
No. So you got to realize, like, people talk, it's always my favorite thing is like when people would talk shit in Rocket League. They're like, I'm like, you're in bronze, dude, or whatever bronze was. I forget what it is now. I was like, you're in bronze. We're in bronze. Calm the fuck down. He's like, I'm not in bronze. I'm in silver. I was like, but you're playing against the bronze. That's a real bad sign for you. It means you're going down, buddy. It's not looking up. So,
you are not esports material nor esports professional.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
I don't know what I am now. I'm whatever gold is. I'm getting up there.
I have no idea.
It's like in the middle. It's still not good.
There's like million tiers.
Yeah. Yep. I'm no grand champ. I'm just better than everyone that I know.
Yeah. By a large margin.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
I was hoping oh crap, who was it? 2K. I was hoping 2K and G would be able to, because they played a lot, but not enough. I was very excited. They're like, well, because it was when the arena first started. They're like, yeah, we're gonna challenge Lucid to Rocket League. I'm like, awesome. I was like, how long have you played? They're like 100 hours. I was like, oh boy.
That's right. I don't think I'm over 50 hours in that game.
That's okay. I haven't cracked 16 yet.
Oof. Man. Yeah.
And here's the thing. All those 16 hours came the first couple of days that we played.
Yeah. Yeah. When we first got it, we were playing the shit out of it.
We played it nonstop.
Yeah.
That was the
46
best.
hours.
We should play it more. Let's play more.
What's your time, Lucid?
Mine?
I go for 400.
It's not that high. I think it's 370 now. Yeah. And now that I have my laptop that doesn't suck,
Now you play it a lot
I play
more.
it all the time now.
Now
You have it on your Switch?
I have it on my Switch also, yeah.
Your poor Switch is probably getting neglected.
Yep.
It doesn't even count the hours that you've played on Steam.
Now, which I love. I feel bad too, because with the Switch, it's like, well, you must suck because your MMR is way down here. You're just brand new baby. And then so it puts me as rookie, and then I'll join. It's a random 3v3 against other rookies and semi-pros, and it's not good. I'm out dribbling. I'm just moving all around them. They're just like, what in the fuck? You'll see the score. Like, it'll be 900 points me, 140 points, 100 points, and then the other team is about the same as them. It's a very one-sided match.
You're like, I've got all the points.
Yeah.
They're all mine.
It's a good time, though. Oh, to be fair, I just want to point this out. It was very funny. It happened this morning. I played a guy named Taco. Oh, that was a toxic guy. No, it wasn't. I don't want to put that on Taco. Taco wasn't toxic.
Taco was not toxic.
Yeah, I did beat him, though.
Sorry, Taco.
Of course you did.
He GG'd before the ball went in the goal, though. I hit it and it was going in. He couldn't get there. He's just like GG, and then he quit.
At least he GG.
He did, yeah. I give him that.
That's the sign of a almost toxic player, someone who actually GGs.
Yeah. Well,
unironically.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I GG all the time.
GG.
That's from playing too much StarCraft.
You just sit there and as soon as you score the first goal, you're like GG.
Oh no, never. I'm not that much of an asshole.
There's
Game
plenty of
starts
them out
at
there.
GG.
I'll tell you what, the worst people, man, is when you play a really good game. It's back and forth. You win in overtime, or they win in overtime and like easy. And I'm like, was it really? You fucking asshole. Report you.
It makes me miss the one thing I like about Overwatch is the GG easy
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh
that
yeah.
changes immediately
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
My mom says I should be nicer to other people.
my mom says it's bedtime.
Yeah, that was very funny when but I mean, it's like saying frick when you know everyone knows you're saying fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was great for the first couple days though, when people were just like
Oh,
GG
it was-
easy.
it
I
was-
didn't say that.
It was pretty funny. Yeah.
Like, oh.
I
Now I gotta think up
the
of a new
first
acronym.
time I saw it, I was like, "The fuck is this guy on about?" It's nice that you're being open, and then I found out Blizzard was trolling us.
Go Blizzard.
But yeah, that's really all I've been going.
All right.
I want to throw on. Check out the video Saturday.
It is so good. We promise you.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to the news for the week. And boy, is it light.
It is so light. You can carry it with one hand.
That is true. It's bad because E3 has just ended, last month. Nobody's really putting anything out right now, and
No.
you won't hear anything until once the games start coming out for the holiday year. So, only thing we can do is hope for Nintendo to save us, and they didn't do that.
Nope.
But okay, who wants to kick off any news that they happen to have?
Ooh, I will.
Well, all right.
I just want to get this out there because I don't want to talk about it in the first place.
That's fine. My news is just Empyrean stuff.
Oh, good. Oh, look at that. He dug up Empyrean news.
Ooh.
Cool. So, over, I think it was late last week, two ANET developer employees. I know one was a writer. I don't remember what the other one was. Let's see here. I have their names. That's Pokemon Go.
One was Captain Toad.
Why am I looking at Pokemon
the
Go
other
now?
was Mega Man.
Why are you looking at Pokemon Go?
I don't know.
Because you wanted to see a shiny Squirtle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can evolve your shiny Squirtle to a shiny Blastoise.
You just ruined his news.
Oh, is that what you were looking up?
Me? No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trolling people right
But
now.
I'm so excited to hear that now.
Yeah. Is your shiny Squirtle wearing sunglasses?
No, he does not have
Oh,
sunglasses.
that's too bad.
I wish he did.
But anyways,
It would have made him extra rare.
Jessica Price and I can't remember his name.
Mega Man.
No. But it was it's Peter something. Was it Peter?
Molyneux?
Yeah, search that up there for me. Just ain't that dev's fired. Bird.
Hush you.
No, that's not it. This will be fine though. Okay, so
Peter Fries.
Peter Fries, there we go. So Jessica Price is a writer
Fries.
for ANET, and ANET had a AMA on Reddit not too long ago, and a thing that had come out is people were talking about wanting like the difficulties with writing dialogue for Guild Wars is you kind of run out of stuff for like directions for the dialogue to go, and people are like, why don't you add branching dialogue like you would see in Mass Effect or something like that. And the problem with that is for ANET or Guild Wars, which is a really big game. Guild Wars 2 I'm talking about is a very big game, so you have to have all these lines re-recorded by all these voice actors, and it's a huge undertaking, which is understandable, totally fine. A Guild Wars partner streamer, I don't know how to say his name. It's D-Roar, I think.
Close enough.
Yeah, Jessica Price had posted on her personal Twitter, just talking about the difficulties of writing for the game dialogue and shit. So D-Roy posted on there, essentially, why not do branching dialogue? And instead of engaging and just saying why that wouldn't work, she then blew it out of proportion as, she retweeted it saying, open that back up real quick, that top link. Oh yeah. Today, in being a female dev, allow me, a person who does not work with you, to explain how you do your job. First of all, D-Roar did not tell her how to do her job. He was just saying, why not? And you could have just said, this is why. But instead, in this whole militant PC culture, now everything is just because... Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Just because a male person talks to a female person does not make it a sexual issue or a sexist issue. They may just be talking to you. For example, D-Roar looked up to Jessica Price. Like, I think it was just before this happened, like a day before, he was talking about how much he liked Jessica Price, the way she just her in general, the way she dealt with people and all that shit. And then she just goes off on him. For example, the next rando asshat who attempts to explain the concept of branching dialogue to me as if having worked in the game narrative for a fucking decade. Okay. Now I get this is her personal Twitter, and that's fine, which is what Peter Fries got fired for, jumping in on this, trying to defend her. Like he said, no one asked your opinion. Make your account private.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay. I'm going to touch on this. If
it.
you sit there and say, no one asked for your opinion on a public Twitter account, for where you're pretty much soliciting people who follow you to comment on what you're saying.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
And, it's one thing if she weren't talking about work at all. But you're talking about work, inviting people to talk about your work, and then attacking them for talking about your work.
Yeah.
And her whole thing is she's the victim here because she's a female. And I get that. We're all the male, straight, white dudes. So our opinion doesn't matter. So then I'll just say what the fuck I want. But it's not the way you should have, because everyone, it's been this way since Twitter and Facebook have been a thing. When you say shit, you are always the face of the company you're working for.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you say it at the wrong time.
And to the wrong people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. This is why anytime on social media that I have ever had or ever used, I will absolutely never, reference any company that I ever worked for in any comment.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm just saying, man, today's a crappy day. I really don't like the way things are going, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. Never have I ever mentioned who I work for, what I work for, or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Because you instantly become a spokesmodel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out there in public and people know who you are, what you work for, even if you don't mention it, you've got to be careful.
Yeah. And I'm sure if you go and look in her bio, it says a net writer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not anymore.
Well,
no, not anymore.
No. But
now it says unemployed.
Yeah, I think the whole Guild Wars 2 community was really upset. They didn't want to get fired, but you can't do that to like D-Roar. I really apologize if I'm saying his name wrong. D-Roar is a huge contributor to the Guild Wars 2 communities. A big streamer, streams the game all the time. He's not, as to quote Jessica here, a rando asshat. I think, he knows a lot about the game. I'm sure he knows how difficult branching dialogue is. It's easy as if I was in, if we had more subscribers, we'd get more shit for this, but whatever. If I were in Jessica's shoes and everyone's like, well, you wouldn't have to deal with that because you're a white male. You cis male scum, check your privilege. But if I'm in her shoes and someone said that to me, my response would not be, why are you attacking me? It would just be like, no, we can't do that. Here's reason why.
Yeah. A level of professionalism
Exactly.
and a monochrome of tact.
Yeah.
I understand if it's a consistent thing where she's getting attacked day after day after day and she's tired of it.
Yeah.
And she chose the wrong person to go off on.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That could have been some of the case, but I I don't know. I just got to roll back to. I mean, if you're known and you're out there, you just can't sit there and just gush things from your mouth like that.
Yeah.
Because you've got, or if you do, you got to be willing to accept the repercussions.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's definitely not a sex thing.
No,
and I
not
mean,
at all.
Sure, it can be construed as that because I'm sure there's plenty of cases where that's where sex has come into that. It's like a lot of males. Where I think it was Peter Fries was like, "I've been doing this and no one's ever said that to me," and I forget what the whole argument on that was, but. Just because it hasn't happened to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I will stop right. I will stop right here, and I will say I guarantee you this has happened to many, 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 many other white males in developing gaming because I've seen it.
Yeah,
I have trolled Hearthstone's forums and Reddit posts like you wouldn't believe, and everybody who plays that game thinks they know
exactly
how to make that game better
Yeah.
than the developers themselves.
Yeah.
And I have seen everybody write about this.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Yeah, it's not a sex thing. It
is not.
Gamers think they know how to. And we actually talk about this in the Moan Throne thing, but gamers think they know how easy it is to make games, and we. It's understandably difficult to do things like branching dialogue, but it's you've got to be professional. Like even me, I've gotten to where I've cleaned up my Twitter, and I try not. I try real hard not to say fucked up shit, but I also don't. It's very much I remember that this is a reflection of us as a brand. And I'm not just me by myself.
Well,
and if you want to have a private Twitter, make it private. It's an option, and there you can go in there. You can set it to private. It's very easy.
There's also a difference between color commentary and just outright
diatribe.
Vicious diatribe.
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah.
There is that thin line that some people can walk.
Yeah. Also a thing, just a pro tip, if you don't like what someone's saying, don't answer them. Just block them. You can block them, you can mute them. That works great too.
That is the magical there is the magical button on there.
I've learned that mute is really nice if you don't want people to know you block them.
Yeah.
Like they call it a soft block.
Well, and then another part of the matter here is with the way that technology and social interaction has evolved and grown on the internet, I can pretty much say with the utmost certainty that just about every single company out there has a policy about either talking about work on your social media, whether it's personal or not.
Yeah.
And personally have had employers go look up my social media to see if I'm really who I say I am.
Yeah.
To see if I'm as good as I am in person as I am on the internet and not just putting on some kind of facade.
Yeah.
And that's what it really comes down to.
I mean, I'm sure, have any of you ever seen on an application, please list your social media accounts?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? I've seen it. These people, when they start doing background checks on you and stuff, they will go after your social media accounts too, just to find out who you are. That's another reason why I leave everything blank and I disassociate myself with my social media accounts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I do something for a living where I need to have a full-on presence on social media, never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just because that's the reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not that I ever say anything messed up.
Yeah.
It's just.
But go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it's. I briefly saw some stuff about this a couple days ago. I think it was Friday. About all of it going down and how a lot of people were upset that she was getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
And after reading a little bit more into it, I'm like, look, it sucks either way that all of this happened, and it shouldn't have, because people should have been more professional, people should have been more mindful, whatever. But what it came down to in the end was the fact that she violated essentially the trust of the company by behaving in that way.
Yeah.
As you guys said, she could have muted, blocked, or simply said, unfortunately, that is not something we're able to do in this moment.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure branching dialogue is like a complete rehaul of the entire story system.
Yeah.
Like, they would probably have to backlot, like, take it all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's sometimes you just gotta learn to keep your mouth shut, and sometimes you just gotta hit that block button.
Right. Yeah. And it's a whole thing of, are you being attacked, or do you just feel like you're being attacked?
It's true too.
Because there's plenty of times where women in gaming are attacked. We had a whole shit crater of Gamergate that was just a fucking nightmare. And then, I mean, it's still, you have that whole thing going on, just like a much smaller scale now. But sometimes you're not being attacked. Sometimes you're just an asshole.
And, that being said, perhaps maybe she had heard 100 times already that same suggestion, and she was just, burnt out on it and tired of hearing it. And then it really does come down to the fact of how she lashed out. Now, I haven't read the tweets themselves or seen how they were structured or anything, but it sounded like you were reading them word for word.
Oh yeah, I'm right here in front of me. But there's a whole lot more to just the two that I read. I mean, if you guys want, this is scroll down. This is huge. This is massive.
29 tweet.
Yeah.
And
yikes.
It is long, but
I mean, when you go into that sort of tweet storm, you're gonna have to have dialogue, or you can ignore it, or you can roll with it.
Here's what I'm taking away from all of this though. And one thing is everybody could have took a higher road on all of this. ArenaNet could have, and maybe they did, I don't know, but Arena could have brought her in and said, look, that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
You can either publicly say, hey, I shouldn't have lashed out like this, and then maybe D-Roar could have come in and said, hey, maybe there was just under misunderstanding.
Well, see, he did. He like his tweet to her, this initial retweet was, this was not my intention. I apologize if there's any offense. I didn't mean any of that. I was just trying to start a dialogue with you, because he looked, like I said, he looked up to her.
There's a road that could have been taken to where everything gets smoothed out.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to keep their job, and you just move forward. Because stuff like this, frankly, will get forgotten.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a week, nobody's going to remember this. So take that to heart.
Also, like, we don't know why exactly ANET fired him. I don't think they've initially released an official response on it. But we knew that both of them were fired and they were involved in it. So probably involved that.
Probably pretty much
safe
this.
bet, yeah.
It's a safe bet that this was the stone.
Yeah.
So
cool. That's my news. So let's
All
please
right.
lighten it up with somebody else's news.
All right. Do you have much news?
I have 4 articles that I just kind of want to talk
All
about.
right.
Right
Well, your articles sound far more important than my brief update about Empyrean.
All right, well, go ahead and bring us in on some Empyrean news, and then I'll just go
Okay.
ahead and bring some discussion here in a minute with some.
That sounds good. So, for those of you who are not familiar with what Empyrean is, it is a sci-fi survival crafting type RPG where you can actually build brick by brick, or voxel by voxel, a spaceship and actually fly it around. In planet, in space, you can travel to other planets. There are AI and drones and other monsters and crazy things that you can fight. And in the most recent update, they actually included a few more. They included a few more monsters that you can fight, which is pretty cool. A couple new biomes, a lot of customization to it, so you can actually like map out how you want a world to spawn, which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
And they got a whole thing with biomes and stuff. It was way over my head when I was reading it, but it sounded really cool. I was like, that sounds pretty dope. We should probably look into that. They've changed up some of the crafting a little bit. So now you have a constructor inside your suit that builds the basic stuff. And then you have to build a mobile constructor and then so on and so forth until you get the higher ones. They supposedly did a lot to fix the AI. So you no longer have AI that see you from across the map, and as soon as you crest the hill, pop you.
Oh my god, those
Um,
stupid turrets.
God,
We had
you
to
just
destroy.
start flying, and all
We
of a
had to
sudden you get
destroy
shot out of the
bases.
sky. Oh,
We're just like, we're gonna go destroy this base so we can fly over there.
yeah,
Because it shoots us from like distance.
yeah. It was crazy. They did an entire terrain texture rehaul.
Oh, cool.
They removed all the old textures and added new ones.
Hmm.
They added a fog of war, so when you spawn on a planet, you no longer see the whole planet. You actually have to explore it. And if you come in from space to the planet, then there is like a transparent fog of war, so like the general layout sort of thing,
Yeah.
which seems pretty neat. They changed the solar system map to be a 3D sector map,
Oh, cool.
which sounds like it'll be a little bit more similar to Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Here's one you're gonna love, Lucid. They removed the red and green walls.
Oh, nice.
Red and
Awesome.
green
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah. Okay. The
what's
world
this?
technically wasn't round. It was. Oh man, it was round, but it was flat.
This is square tangle.
Yep.
It was a rectangle, and then it had a wall, so you could go all the way this way, and you'd hit the wall.
Oh no!
So you couldn't go in a full.
You couldn't go all the way
Yeah.
around the planet.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a
Yeah.
little lame.
So, like on the axes of the planet, there were red walls that kept you from going to like the North and South Pole.
Yeah.
They didn't quite have it developed. So it was like they took a rectangle and just wrapped it around the globe,
Yeah,
and then where the seams met was a green wall that loaded you into the other side of the planet.
yeah.
But they have now officially removed both of those. So now you can go to the north and south sides of the planet as well as travel around it without hitting that loading screen.
Which is pretty neat.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they've gone.
I was just gonna say it sucked a little bit because that's a lot of how you like your landmark. We built our base right next to the red wall, so you just find the north red wall, and then you would go around it. And you're like, here we are.
But one of the cool things that they did is they actually added I don't know what you would call it exactly, but basically physics to the planet.
Okay.
So for instance, like the North Pole on some planets and most planets will either always be daytime or be mostly daytime, whereas the South Pole would be more dark.
Very cool.
So as it rotates, you can actually like chase the day and that sort of thing.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did they add? They added actual sizes to planets. So if a planet is bigger, it'll take you longer to go around it or travel across it. Whereas if it's smaller, even though it might look bigger on the map, you could actually like see something in the distance. If it, is a smaller planet, it would therefore be closer.
Yeah.
So a lot of mechanic changes in that way. They apparently modified something with the underground layers in voxel mining. So like here it says underground layers are back. You'll have the possibility to set up 7 different consecutive layers for your planetary playfields,
Ooh.
which I don't know if that means like it makes it deeper or what exactly.
I don't know. Sounds interesting.
Yeah. And then the voxel mining, depending on the resource, a playfield creator can decide whether to use Alpha 7 style subsurface rocks or pre-Alpha 7 voxel spheres. So it sounds like they updated the way that mining works altogether, which sounds good because I got really tired of flying my ship through the caverns we'd make and then running into invisible like voxel
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Oh my god, it sucked. Yeah, because what would be the worst is we clear out this huge area. We're going to put capital ships in here. Capital ships couldn't fit in there. But we had one. It was our medical ship that we used like a flying fortress. And we'd go to land it in. It would just hit an invisible voxel. So you're seeing like the whole crew comes out and they're all trying to like hunt down this tiny little piece. And they're like, so I'm sitting there on the ship and I'm trying to hit it. And they're all trying to pinpoint where it's hitting the ship. It was a mess. It was a good time.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And they've updated the rendering system, so hopefully everything will look prettier. You'll see foliage up close and at a distance a lot more clearly instead of it being like texture popping in.
Yeah.
More realistic behavior for the ground AI, vision sensor, noise system, alert level, fear sensor. So apparently things will be afraid of you and run away. Here's the thing that I was telling you about the aliens that you would come across with the guns.
Mhm.
Search action uses approximate target location instead of knowing exactly where you
Oh
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they
So,
fix the
for
whole way
example-
they phase through walls.
Oh God.
Do
Do you remember those mechs falling into the bottom of the
Yeah,
base?
and they can still shoot you. It was terrible. You're like, where are they at? They're in the walls.
No.
We would have to
game
find.
over,
we'd
man.
have to find the core, blow up the core, and then dismantle the base to get to them.
Oh,
It was crazy.
While being shot at the
Yeah.
whole time. Yeah. And then let's see. There was one more thing. Oh yeah, something that I know I really wanted, and I'm pretty sure you really wanted. Repair to template system.
Oh, very cool.
So what would normally happen, because your ship is made out of voxels, each voxel had its own basically armor value or health value. So as that one voxel started to get hit, eventually it would disappear.
Right.
And so then you would have to try to remember the template that your ship was made out of, so that way you could remake it in the same look and
Oh,
fashion.
wow.
They had to
Yeah,
replace
so-
those individual parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had a repair bay. So like if some of the voxels were damaged but not gone, it would repair it for you. So you wouldn't have to worry about finding them. You would just have to hope that things did not get destroyed.
Yeah.
And they've now implemented a repair to template system where you can restore your ship to a previously saved repair template. So if your ship is fully repaired, you can save that template. You go out, you get shot up, you lose a couple guns, some blocks, some thrusters, whatever. Come back, repair it. Boom, it's all back there for you.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, it was extremely tedious, especially with I call it Sequoia because I named all my ships after trees like a weirdo.
It's the
That's the
willow.
Bumblebee.
Huh?
The Bumblebee or whatever it was.
Oh, that was the
Wasp.
The Wasp, yeah. It was okay. I just want to tell you guys about this ship because it was fucking absurd. It was this tiny ship, maybe. Man, it wasn't that big. Like it was maybe, if your character is this tall, it was probably 3 times as tall as your character, and it was a square. I mean, it was a cube, really. And how many guns did it have on it? I want to say like a dozen.
I lost count.
It had more than a dozen. It had so many guns on it. It was basically a capital ship killer in a very tiny ship form. It was amazing to fly. I never got to fight anything with it, but I threatened everyone. But and it was really good at taking out bases too. And it was another ship. But you take these big ass ships in there, and they're constantly getting hit with turrets. So then you come back and you have all these pieces missing, and you go and you sit down on the pad and you get everything fixed, and you sit it down, and then you go through and try to find all the blocks that are missing. And it was tedious, very tedious.
Yeah. It was a real pain.
Yeah,
So
I love the game.
Those are
though.
some
Yeah.
of the. Yeah, it's a super fun game. And I think if we were to get back into it, it looks like they've added some new, just quality of life sort of things to it.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a lot of fun to actually hop in and play for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going
check
to
it out
install
again.
it right now.
Installing it now. Watch out.
Oh no.
You're gonna see me playing it again. I'll stop playing Ark.
And then Mike would be like, "You should build a bridge here." And then I built a bridge, and he never came back.
And he never used it.
Yeah, I was upset. So we had like on an island.
The bridge to Terabithia.
We had bikes. Because your game, you get motorcycles. that
Right.
you can
I had a
use.
motorcycle.
Yeah. And he's like, "We need a bridge." So I spent several hours, and I went out there and I built a nice bridge, and I painted it, and it looked nice. And no one ever used it.
It
Like,
looked
we
like
can
a
fly. Why do we
legitimate
need a
highway.
bridge?
Yeah, it was a nice. It looked like a road. I was very proud of it.
I'm still proud of it. I have it, I think.
Yeah.
Still.
No matter, I know I have most of that build still on my computer somewhere.
It's somewhere.
All right. Well, what I've got is we've already kind of touched on it. July 8th, which is today, during this recording, was the Pokemon Go's Community Day, where there were Squirtles everywhere. So you go out and get your sunglasses Squirtle.
I don't think I caught one today.
I did not catch a sunglass. Wait, I think I did catch a sunglasses Squirtle today.
Let's all pull out our phones. and
That's
open up
it.
Pokemon.
Everybody's going to look and see. You had an opportunity to catch shiny Squirtles.
Yeah.
There is a Blastoise with sunglasses. Blastoise.
If you evolved a Squirtle to a Blastoise within the time frame of the event, you got it with a for sure Hydro Pump.
Mm-hmm. So that was today. So if you are listening to this right now, too bad. This is already over.
Yep.
You
Hopefully-
missed out.
Hopefully you did not miss out. There is the shiny Squirtle. It sparkles.
Yeah, you can see it because of all the
Bling, bling,
sparkles.
bling, 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 bling.
It's so pretty. I love it.
So
It's mine.
hooray for Pokemon Go. That game has been out for 2 years now.
Hey, good job for them still being around though.
No lie.
Yeah, I thought they died.
Apparently
Well-
in Japan it's very popular with old people.
Huh.
I mean that's not
Wait a minute, what?
yeah, it's
Apparently Japan is very popular with old people?
In Japan it's very popular with old
In
people.
Japan.
Yeah.
I thought you said apparently Japan
Japan is
is
popular with old people.
like technically yes.
There's
Their
like-
average age has gone up over the years.
yeah, old people are fans of that. But yeah, apparently they still play it a lot over there.
So the Mega Man 11 is coming out very, very, very soon.
Yay.
Which okay, I love Mega Man series. I love the X series. I love the number series.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Mega Man 11 is one thing that I was kind of super interested in, but then again, I saw the artwork for 11 today.
Mhm.
I a little disappointed
Yeah, it's
in the game.
it doesn't look great.
It is not Mega Man
No.
at all.
No.
No, this is okay.
They went
There are
full
two
modern.
styles. Okay, it looks like what was that terrible Mega Man game that was made by the Mega Man creator?
Mighty number 9.
Mighty 9.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Mighty 9. Except, Mega Man.
Yeah.
They should have stuck with like the cartoonish style from Mega Man 8 that they had
Yeah.
and left it at that instead of going with this faux 3D
Mhm.
look that they're trying to bring into it, because it just doesn't work, man.
Yeah.
Mega Man shoots lemons, not giant balls of blah.
This looks like Super Nintendo.
No, it doesn't. It looks worse than Super Nintendo.
No, you mean like I'm thinking of like the Lion King and like the Bugs Bunny game. Like they're just very cartoony. This
not
looks
even-
cartoony.
It's not even cartoony. And the sad thing is the boss that they announced here recently was called Blast Man.
Yeah.
Looks really cool. I like the artwork that they had, but when you look at him in the game, it's like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
no. I'm really sad. I mean, here. I've got a picture right here. I don't know. Look this up, people. It's Mega Man 11.
Mhm.
It's easy to find. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, and this is
This is Capcom.
yeah, Capcom.
Why are you do
Unity.com.
this,
Yeah.
Capcom?
You sound like a parent talking to their child. I'm not mad. I'm just
Disappointed.
You can do better than this.
Well, Mega Man has been such a huge game, especially the numbered series. I mean, 9 and 10 were super successes for. Let's see, 9 was the Wii and 10 was the Wii U, and they had added the never-ending modes on both of
they're
them.
about to say never ending story. I was like, what?
There's a never-ending story to Mega Man 10. You just keep playing it, and then you give up
This
eventually.
is the game that never
Never
ends.
ends.
It goes on and on, my friends.
No,
Oh wait, no.
I stopped it there. I didn't want to go all the way.
I can do the whole thing. I still know that fucking song like word for word.
I mean, it's not hard to memorize. It's,
Yeah, because it just goes on and on. It never ends.
my friend.
People
This
just started
is
singing it.
good old
not knowing what
Brack.
it was.
Good old Brack.
Brack?
They just kept on singing it forever just because.
We're talking about Space Ghost?
Yeah.
Why?
You never hear Brack sing that?
Uh-uh.
Or not Brack. I mean,
Zorak?
no, it was Brack. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never heard Brack sing that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
What
Okay.
about Borat?
No, not Borat.
Borat?
Very nice.
All right. All right. Remind me after the podcast. I think I still may have the CD of the Space Ghost Barbecue. That that has Brack singing all these songs. It also has the songs where he's singing about beans.
Yeah, I'll probably remember that one. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Cody, do you know what we're talking about?
Not a clue.
Okay.
You've
I
never
know
seen
who Space Ghost is, but I've never seen.
You've never seen Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
That was amazing.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was so good. It was way ahead of its time.
I'll be honest, man. I was real young when that came
Yeah.
out on Adult Swim, and that was when I was told not to watch Adult Swim.
That was Adult Swim was in its. And that was two. What was that? Was that was the Toonami, wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was Adult Swim.
No, it was Adult Swim.
Was it?
Back
I
then.
thought it was like Toonami After Hours or something.
Nope. It
I think-
was Adult Swim.
I think Adult Swim came on after Toonami.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Because I forgot where I was going with it.
Yeah.
It's Cartoon Network. They've been around forever. But
Forever.
anyway,
I'll be honest.
back to Capcom and Mega Man 11. I mean, there's Fuse Man, Block Man is what they've announced so far, and Blast Man.
Which character design is
I mean, look, the art on this looks fantastic.
Oh, was that wasn't what I was going with.
What do you mean?
He looks hold on, go back up.
The game?
He looks like it looks like Rick in a Mega Man suit. That's what I'm seeing as
We're not having a Szechuan sauce discussion with this one. We'll just back out of this. Anyway, Mega Man 11's coming October 2nd, 2018. It's going to be out on PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and Steam. I am not thrilled about the quality of the video or the graphics of the game. I think they could have done so much better.
Well, here's the thing. Hopefully the gameplay will carry it past its I mean, aesthetics are subject. Is that the right word?
Subjective.
Yeah, subjective. So I mean, what we don't like is that's fine. As the gameplay is not. Bad gameplay is bad gameplay. So hopefully the game is at least good.
All right. I think what I'll do is I'll have to put one of the promotional videos in the podcast just so people can see what we're talking about here.
There you go.
Because, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot looking at this right now. I'm very, very sad. Anyway, moving on. Again, we talked about this last week. We're going to talk about it again this week, just because Captain
America
and the Avengers. Octopath Traveler is coming out July 13th. That is Friday this week, and also Captain Toad and Treasure Tracker is coming out July 13th. This is the Wii U Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, but they did go back and add in levels from Mario Odyssey into this.
Oh,
so
neat.
there are new levels with this game.
Unless you've played both, then there's no new levels.
They've added brand new Odyssey levels into
cool.
Treasure Tracker.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. The levels from I got you.
Yeah, they did this with when the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U came out. They did it at the time. They added those levels in. If you did not play Captain Toad the first time when it came out on the Wii U, now is a good time to play it. This game is really, really good.
It is very good.
And if you have a significant other that is somewhat into video games, but not really into video games, this is a game where they will love to play.
So it's easy to pick up. There's not a lot to go on. Oh boy. There's not a lot going on control wise.
It's not a hard it's not hard leveling or jumping and shooting. It is legitimate puzzle solving.
Yeah.
So, and you get Toad, which Toad is awesome.
Toad's dope.
Especially Captain Toad.
Yeah.
So. But rolling back onto Octopath Traveler,
Which I am so stoked about.
this game is
Gorgeous.
it is awesome, and it's also gaining more and more ground and interest as of late. This could be probably one of the big games of the year, actually.
Yeah. If I'm gonna say it's gonna be just from playing the demo, it's already on my list for game of the year. I mean, we're 7 months into the year.
We've got time. There's a lot of games coming
There's
out.
a lot of games coming out, but
This
right
is-
now, this is contender.
This is going to be hard press.
My vote's on Subnautica.
We'll have to play Subnautica. And
That's-
see.
yeah.
Well, okay. Was the full release for this year
Yeah.
for Subnautica?
Yeah, it was
Yep.
this year.
Okay, then we can allow that. I would say I have to have a full release, not any
3 years of early access.
not any early access shenanigans.
Yeah.
For the game of the year, but this
Official
game,
release date January 23rd of this year.
okay. So this, I tell you what, the way this game is shaping up right now, this is going to be a hard.
Yeah. And it
3 or 2. I mean, it's going to be up there on the list.
yeah, this game, like getting back into JRPGs has been very difficult for me. I don't care. Like I get into them and the story's weak. It's not as good as it used to be, or maybe I'm just too old.
Arm spaghetti.
There's VGBits on my shirt already. But it's hard to get back into them because I don't know if just the way I think has changed. Because it used to be I play a JRPG, boom, whatever your story is telling, I'm buying.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just like, oh, there's too much exposition here. I don't give a shit. Just move on. But like this one, I did not mind the dialogue. I did not mind the story.
It's really good.
I was enthralled for the full 3 hours that I was allowed to play.
We will be buying this Friday.
Oh yeah.
But I will be buying it Friday. I know. I don't know where he'll be Friday.
I don't know where I'll be. My Switch is always with me.
So I wanted to bring up this because I mean
look at that. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna have to add some more photos to this. Octopath Traveler. I mean, it is a beautiful game. It is really, really nice. I'll just put the promo video of the Switch on
There you
there.
go.
But yeah, and Square did a good job with this.
You know
Yeah.
what? I just got to interject real quick. Anyone who wants to play Subnautica, do not look it up on Steam. Do not look at the
Oh, yeah.
trailers.
Oh
none of it.
yeah.
Super, like, just watching it, I did not realize how much stuff they actually spoil in the game by just watching the trailer.
Yeah, it's games like that. It's about discovery. It's about seeing this stuff on your own.
Yeah.
Because when stuff swims past you in the water, you're like, oh, that's the big scary monster I saw in the trailer. You want to be like, what in the fuck
Right.
was that? I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Just
Octopath Traveler Friday.
I'm gonna have to look
Subnautica.
into that.
Okay, it's a Switch only game, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, Switch only. I know.
Nice.
You're gonna have to get to the. I did say if I ever get that cardboard lava,
Yeah.
which that's gonna be impossible.
That's a giveaway type of thing.
I know. I really want that one.
Yeah.
Though. I don't even want the labo. I just want the cardboard labo just because
Yeah.
it looks so nice.
When I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's really fucking gorgeous. I don't know if it's just because
Nice.
it's not white or not red or black.
It's just a brown and that
It's just
texture.
brown.
Like, okay, well, I'm on board for this.
Something different, man.
Need to get a colorware switch.
A what?
Colorware. Have
Colorware.
you never seen a colorware switch before?
No.
All right, we're moving on from the news right quick. Yay, news is over.
Yay.
Well, let me show you this colorware switch right quick.
Okay.
Just don't watch any of the trailers. I'm watching all of them now, and that's how you ruin a game.
Oh, what is woo?
TJ, this is where you could burn a lot of money.
Okay, are these replacement cases?
No, they actually paint a switch.
Oh, really?
Legitimate paint
Oh,
switch.
I could do that.
No, this is actually, good paint jobs.
I can paint. Jesus. I've built models. That's
Look at
really
this.
nice, though. That's
Look at
really
this.
fucking nice.
Stuff. There's some really cool stuff on colorware. I think
$500?
here you go. Look at this.
Hold
Look at
on a
this.
minute.
No, glaze over that for a minute. Glaze over that for a minute.
I can paint for that
Look
much.
at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay.
The Joy-Cons, 16-bit Joy-Cons. Tell me that ain't nice.
It's really nice, man, but it's not $500 nice.
You gotta pay a premium. for this.
There's no way in hell I am wasting that. I can paint that. I'm gonna tell you guys out there right now, nothing against colorware. You guys are doing fine work, but it's not that hard to paint.
No, it's a premium product, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a lavishly premium.
Yeah, they're $189 for
Good
their,
God.
for
Come
their
on, man.
16-bit colorware
Oh my God.
version of a Super Nintendo controller.
Don't get me wrong, it looks nice,
It's beautiful.
but it's not $200, bro.
No.
Not even close.
I mean, well, Nintendo, it's like double the price of what an actual Nintendo controller
Okay.
costs.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say, well, you factor in the price of controller. The controller doesn't cost anywhere close to that. That's easily $120 more than the controller. That's 3 times the price. That's absurd, man.
Colorware does some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
but
very
it
cool.
It is very much a premium. And I tell you what, I would probably end up buying, if I could get a Switch, I would maybe buy the Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller for the 8-bit version. Probably the Joy-Cons. I know it's too much.
Way too much. It's so much.
It's so much, but it looks so good. There's only one photo of it. Anyway, go look at Colorwares and then cry when you see the prices.
Or if you're Senor, I don't know how to say moneybags in Spanish, but if you're Mr. Moneybags,
Mr.
just
Moneybags.
fucking buy you one.
If you're the Monopoly
if
guy.
you are Senor or Senora Moneybags.
You're the Monopoly guy. Monopoly?
Monopoly?
Anyway, that's
We
the
don't
news for the...
speak often.
No, you would think we'd be better at it, but we're not.
No. Okay, so that's the news for this week. We're going to move on to the next segment, one that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh, I forget, man. It's right. What is the name of it?
It is called email. If you have an email that you want read on the VG Bitcast, you can send your emails to bitcast@vgbits.com. That's bitcast@vgbits.com. We will read them,
Please
guys.
send us your emails.
We didn't get emails this week.
God damn it!
The sadness. No emails this week at all.
Breaking my heart.
I've literally watched my phone all week for an email.
Oh,
and
terribly.
there's none. So this week we're going to have to do it. Kick it the old school fashion.
Oh, did you come up with a question?
We're going to have a question of the week.
Do you have a question?
Yes, I have
Ooh,
a question.
good.
It is relating to what we ran into earlier in this week.
That horse?
No,
Oh, okay. What do you got?
if you
Wait,
had
who hit a horse.
I was hoping that he was just gonna leave it on a cliffhanger so I could throw a random animal into it. Just so everyone's gonna be like, "Oh shit, somebody hit a horse."
I could have had a camel today, but I digress.
Okay.
If you could have a video game themed restaurant or bar, what is your choice for game theme?
I'm torn.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say either Final Fantasy because that's extremely open. There's a lot of different Final Fantasy games.
Come on, pick one.
Oh, if I have to pick one,
Yeah! Please make it 10-2.
yeah, you know what? 10-2. I can
Thank
totally
you.
fucking make
Oh my god, dress fairs! How would you incorporate dress fairs, DJ?
the waitresses or wait staff. I don't want this to be sexist. They can be anything. They come out and they're fucking the gunslinger.
Cosplay.
Pretty much, it'd be
Wow.
cosplay wait staff. That would be dope for all the job spheres. That'd be dope.
Look, that would actually be dope.
Yeah.
I would agree on that.
I was gonna say the other one would be Metal Gear Solid, but I wouldn't know how to make that work.
Dun, 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 dun. You'd have Snake popping out of your
All the waiters move around in boxes with the food on top.
They would get extra bonuses for delivering the food unnoticed. So, oh, what?
Where'd my food come from? All right, you get a tip.
And next thing you know, all the patrons are asleep in their food because someone shot them in the back with a.
There's one guy just standing there like, I took them all out. No one noticed. It's like, where did you get that? You're not allowed to do that.
No, you don't get tips that way. But I got the food to him without them noticing.
Dude, the whole
Maybe I got their
non-lethal.
wallets.
So that's
Oh,
my thing.
boy.
Is I'm gonna go with 10-2. Final Fantasy 10-2.
Oh my goodness.
And there will be Blitzball on the big screen all the time.
Oh,
Just pre-recorded games of Blitzball.
Yeah.
oh,
It'd be
that's
awesome.
sad.
What now? It'd be great.
Blitzball was terrible.
It was real bad.
It was
It had
bad.
potential to be.
I can't believe I went and played through that so much in freaking Final Fantasy X just so I could get that weapon.
Wasn't it Walker's? Yeah.
Yes.
But boy, holy shit, Walker became the most overpowered character in the game.
Yes.
He was great.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Cody, you want to go next or shall I?
You can go next.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
If I were going to choose one game for a theme for a restaurant. Oh, that's a toughie. Oh. Final Fantasy. There's no way it would be Final Fantasy because you're using Final Fantasy X. You can't really say any type of Western game because if you try to say Red Dead Redemption, everybody's like, "Well, that's just a Western restaurant." That just reminds me of the
old-time
old
saloon.
Bonanza.
Yeah.
Whoever remembers Bonanza out
Lauren
there?
Green over there singing songs for everybody.
Banana pudding.
See, I felt the same way because my first instinct was to be like, oh, something like D&D, you know, fantasy, medieval, and I'm like, that's just the Renfest.
Yeah.
It's like it's already done.
It's a little tougher than we thought. It's golly.
I was gonna say you do Final Fantasy VII where you just have Tifa's seventh heaven.
Everybody's sad.
Everyone's sad.
Everybody's looking over in a water puddle, eating dinner. She's like, "Why not use a Phoenix down?"
Oh man, the biggest plot hole in that game. Tifa's dead, or no? Ares is dead. No, I mean we die all the time.
They don't die; they just get knocked unconscious.
I guess. What with being
Drag their bodies around.
yeah.
All right. Man. Golly, I came up with this and I still can't think of a good game to make it. You know what? I guess it would probably have to be Kirby.
I was actually thinking like Kirby's Dream Land.
Yeah. I think Kirby's Dream Land because you could do the different type of booth style and different levels, and then of course everybody's dressed as King DDD when they come out and serve you for waitresses, and waiters, and then of course you're Kirby because you're eating all the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you a big pink inflatable costume. It's great. It's hard to eat in this costume.
That's why there's just a vacuum attached to the mouth. You just open up and
It's just shot back inside with you.
Here's why they really
Big
call
old
it Kirby.
straw.
Is that you'll sit there, you go to the bar, and they just take you to open your gullet, and just start pouring.
Oh my god! I don't like this restaurant.
That's not beer. That's Jim Beam. Oh no!
I died.
oh boy,
Something else comes up instead of stars. So
VGBits.
it'll be all over the place. It's all pixelated, so it's okay. It's okay.
Gross.
All right, so yeah, I would have to go Kirby. I think that would probably make the most sense, and
Oof.
probably be child friendly
Yeah.
to some extent.
Oh well, gee, if we're going child friendly,
Well, you don't have to. I guess you could do
All
some anime trope novel.
I got two ideas.
Okay.
Hot to full boyfriend.
No, that's just eating lunch out in like the street of New York or something.
Look at all these handsome birds.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Pigeon walks by with a bow tie. Looks at like really quick, goes.
That game.
No, okay. So first one would be family friendly, would be real fun. Stardew Valley theme.
Ooh.
Okay.
Homegrown.
Yeah, all homegrown. It's like basically from farm to table. very friendly manner. Good music, like atmosphere music. Maybe even have like a little petting zoo outside, sort of thing, where the children can go and meet the animals that they're about to meet. But don't tell them that.
Meet your meat.
Meet your meat. Oh my
Perfect.
god.
Whoops.
Boy, that restaurant would fail because everyone would be like, please don't kill this pig. I love him.
Fully vegan options too. Fully vegan.
You can pet your plants.
Yeah. You could set up a time to come back the next season after you plant a plant and grow it. And, basically the restaurant would get free labor out of people coming to want to plant their own plants.
You know what? That's actually kind of one of those things that people would actually do.
You'd have to do it in Austin.
Yeah,
Austin or Portland. I think you'd have it fucking good to go.
Oh man,
maybe Dallas too.
Without a doubt.
Probably just
And
Austin.
then
Austin.
Austin's weird like that.
Well, that's why the cities
Austin
keep
weird.
Austin weird.
And then my second one, little bit more out there, but I think it could get a lot of traction. Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
Oh god, a Dream Daddy speed dating site.
Oh my god,
restaurant.
It would be It would be a cafe, a bar, and a restaurant all in one.
Yeah.
Yep. So that way you kind of appeal to all the dads. You get the dads who just want to go there and drink away their sorrows. The ones who want to go there with their children and eat diner food. And then the hipster dads that are kind of young who just want to go there to work on, their novel or their mixtape or something.
That was the most confusing game I've ever seen.
Dream Daddy.
I was like, are you gay? Are you just looking for friends? What the fuck? What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, you have the option at the very beginning to choose whether you had a wife or a husband, and I think in my playthrough I chose a wife to get the daughter.
Yeah.
And then from then on it was just Melissa making very bad life choices.
Burn.
Immediately, when presented with the option, she slept with the first sleazy guy she could find.
Yeah. Well, this is
like,
what the
Melissa.
game's for.
Boy,
Oh, you
I think
don't
I actually
understand.
remember that. It was like very, very soon into the stream. I was like, wow,
Yep.
she's really going for it.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, we're doing it. We're in it." I was like, "We're about to be in it."
We're in it to win.
Or he's about to be in it.
Dude wakes up hungover, walk of shame. Oof.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, but yeah, those would be my two. You would have, it would almost be like a gay bar that's not a gay bar. It's like a secret gay bar.
It's like, it might be a gay bar, but you're not sure. You're pretty sure there's some gay bar stuff going on,
Yeah,
but it's not out in the open.
yeah, with the occasional speed dating, and
Yeah.
then you and your you're a girl. You show up and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna meet some nice guys, and you meet a lot of nice guys. None of them are interested in you.
They're here to hang out with dads.
Yeah.
So dads only.
Oh.
There will be a play place for all the children, and that's what the cafe would be for the young teens who are angsty and just want to get hyped up on coffee while the dads go on speed dates.
So it's literally your two choices are meet your meat and meet your meat.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
The theme going on over there, Cody.
Look, I like my meat.
The hilarious thing about this was when you were talking about the not Harvest Moon,
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
I guarantee you,
restaurant?
whatever it is not the hardest thing.
There
Go on.
is a restaurant that's in McKinney, and it is called Harvest, and it is literally what you were describing, short of animals and planting vegetables. It is, everything is local grown, local sustained, and pretty much all of that. So when you started talking about it, I was like, I've been to this restaurant.
Wait, I've been there. I deserve royalties.
Or they deserve royalties.
Nah.
No, this was my idea. I came up with the first.
I got you.
All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this week's podcast. Thank you so much for joining me this week. This was
Happy to be here.
So I guess we will see everybody next time, and hopefully we will be talking a lot about Octopath Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
And many more things. So
I'll be sitting here looking pretty.
yep.
That's what we keep you around for.
Exactly. Maybe we'll have some D&D news too, because I haven't heard anything new lately about D&D. Of course, also Critical Role took this week off too. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
A little sad
well,
about
I mean, the biggest news with Critical Role is that they're now kind of separating from Geek and Sundry. They have their own website. They've got their own studio and studio space. They will be their own business now, basically. They're, I believe, still live streaming on Geek and Sundry and posting the VODs to Geek and Sundry's YouTube page. So they're still kind of partnered with them, but they are their own separate entity. They're no longer with Geek and Sundry.
Weird.
probably be able to almost sustain everybody by just the level of sheer watching support from the community, because it's
Honestly.
huge. But
I mean, did you see the Kickstarter success?
yeah, that's kind of amazing.
They broke $1 million on like 14,000 supporters.
That's crazy.
Ooh,
That's a lot of love.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got in on it. I just forgot.
That's the worst thing. Is like you see a thing, you're like, I can't do that right now, but next week I'm totally in on that.
It was more like it was like I've got 3 days to do that. Okay, I will do this in this day,
Yeah.
and then I remember while I'm at work, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this right now. Crap.
That's the same with the Atari thing. I kept putting it off, and I was like, I'd deal with that. I have weeks before this is over, and then like I thought I was like, oh shit. I opened it up. I was like, damn. But they did like 20. They did a fucking lot of money.
By the way, you dodged a bullet with that Atari thing.
Did
So yeah.
Does it already go in the shit?
Oh no, it's bad.
Is it really?
It's bad. But we'll talk about that
Yeah.
next week,
Or not? Because we'll forget.
or not. We'll
I-
forget about it.
I do real quick want to say they have the ability to late pledge on their Kickstarter. And I think all you have to do is pledge $1 if that's all you can do right now. And then when they're ready to do the actual pledge manager, I think you can go and upgrade your order.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna
I
have
gave
to
you
do
the
that.
link.
Thank you. It's in the
You're
Discord
welcome.
for us. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, before we leave, in following any of us on Twitter, below, I almost said behold. Behold below us right there
Or in
is
Cody's
all of
case.
our links. Well, Cody is below me. Our Twitter links are in the comments or in the description section.
Jesus.
I give up. Look, I can do
I
the
will
email
put them in
thing.
the comments.
I can do the email thing. I can't speak right now. In the description below is going to be the links to all of our Twitter pages and our Discord. Please join us there. We
Yeah.
are working on being in the Discord more.
I mean, we're always there. It's just
We're
there's
there.
not a lot
We're in the
happening.
we're in the mod
Yeah.
chat a whole lot, discussing all the things that we're putting together.
Yeah.
So,
I-
call us out if you want to talk to us
Or just post.
Yeah.
Just,
or post something.
yeah, we'll post. We'll answer.
We'll work
Like-
on commenting back.
Like Rothalicious, who posts some awesome artwork. all
Oh
the time.
yeah, man.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, dude does amazing art.
No
he
lie.
does.
That is great stuff. So,
Mhm.
again, check us out. Check out our
I'm
Discord.
Rollicious.
Yeah.
Rollicious.
Yeah. Rollicious.
I wasn't gonna call you out, but I figured we should say his name right.
We should. We should. I was like, wait, did I say that right? Anyway, let's go.
Let's get out of
Stop
here.
derailing.
We will see you all next time on the Bitcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.